Let's just see if we can. That's better. Oh, I just got rid of that by just talking. The 60s Nostalgia Shows are kindly sponsored by Cotter and Stevens, the electrical contractors down in Jellicoe Street in Martinborough. And of course, they're experts on anything to do with the electrical field, whether that be private or commercial needs. And if you've got a problem or you want to put some electrics in or just some advice, just give them a ring and they'll be around pretty soon to help you out. Tonight on the show we're going to start off with a tribute to Jeff Beck, who passed away on the 10th of January, and we'll play a few tracks that he was associated with when he was in the Yardbirds. And Jeff Beck, of course, one of the great all-time guitarists, and deserves a reasonable amount of songs to just pay tribute to a stellar career. He was born on the 29th of June in 1944 and passed away on the 10th of January, aged 78. He first, I suppose, rose to prominence in the 60s with the Yardbirds, but also after that fronted several groups, including the Jeff Beck group and a group called Beck, Bogart and A Piece. In 1975, he switched to mainly an instrumental style, and really explored several different genres of music. He was ranked in the top 5 of Rolling Stone and other magazines' lists of the 100 greatest guitarists, and was described as one of the most influential lead guitarists in rock. Although he only recorded 2 albums as a solo act, he recorded with a lot of artists, but also had quite a bit of downtime from music as he pursued his other love, which was restoring old vintage vehicles and also making hot rods. So we'll play a few Yardbirds tracks, starting from when he joined the group in March 1965, and we'll start off with Heart Full of Soul.
Sick at heart and lonely, deep in dark despair. Where is she? Tell me where. And if she says to you, don't love me, just give her my message. Tell her of my plea, and I know, well, if she had me back again, well, I would never make her sad. I got a heart full of soul.
In March 1965, Jeff Beck was recruited by the Yardbirds to succeed Eric Clapton, and that was on the recommendation of a fellow session musician called Jimmy Page. The Yardbirds, with Jeff Beck, recorded most of their top 40 hits during his short stay with the Yardbirds, which was about 18 to 20 months. The Yardbirds continued to churn out hit singles, and over that period he also appeared on an LP which has become known as Roger the Engineer. He was joined, or they were joined by Jimmy Page in June 1965, first on bass, and later he became the second lead guitarist. The Yardbirds recorded this next song shortly after Jeff Beck joined them.
Try to put me down with the things you do and words you spread around against me. Evil-hearted you kept kidding me along with your phony smile and with your siren song. Smiling, beguiling, you lead me on till all hope's gone, persuading, degrading. On my knees I try to please, but I love you just the same, and I want you to remain by my side, and you'll see just how much you mean to me. Spread around against me, about me. What would you do without me smiling, beguiling? You lead me on till all hope is gone.
The Yardbirds and Evil-Hearted You. Next up, we've got the song came out in 1966, and I just noticed that Jimmy Page didn't join them until June 1966, but earlier on they put out the song called Shapes of Things.
Shapes of things before my eyes just teach me to despise. Will time make man more wise? Live
All right, next up, we're going to feature the Yardbirds from what turned out to be their psychedelic era, having moved away from being primarily a blues band at the start and then a rock band. They got into psychedelic music. After Jimmy Page joined the group, they put out a song called Over Under Sideways Down, and on that one actually Jeff Beck played the bass guitar and Jimmy Page did the deed on lead guitar, but from then on, and as the bass player got back into the group, they had a dual lead guitar lineup. So the next two songs are from that psychedelic era, Over, Under, Sideways, Down, and we'll follow that one up with Happenings 10 years ago.
Hey!
Not long after that song was recorded, Jeff Beck got fired from the Yardbirds on a US tour for a number of reasons, being he consistently didn't turn up, and apparently he had an explosive temper. So out he went, and in 1967 embarked on a solo career and recorded a song called Hi Ho Silver Lining, which apparently he hated and never performed that song in public, but it actually was quite a hit for him.
You're everywhere and nowhere, baby. That's where you're at. Going down a bumpy hillside in your hippie hat, flying across the country and getting fat, saying everything is groovy when your tires are flat. And it's hi-ho, silver lining, and away you go now, baby. I see your sun is shining, but I will make a fuss, though it's obvious. Flies are in your pea suit, baby. They're waving at me. Anything you want is yours now. Only nothing's for free. Lies are gonna get you someday. Just wait and see. So open up your beach umbrella while you're watching TV. And it's hi-ho, silver lining, and away you go. Well, baby, I see your sun is shining, but I will make a fuss, though it's obvious.
And that ends this tribute to Jeff Beck. But in a biography written by Nick Mason from the group Pink Floyd, he mentioned that during 1967, Pink Floyd had wanted to recruit Jeff Beck to be its guitarist after the departure of Syd Barrett, but none of us had the nerve to ask him. And also in 1969, following the death of Brian Jones, Jeff Beck was approached about joining the Rolling Stones. Some of the awards that he got obviously the critical praise, but also he collected 6 or 8 Grammys over his career, and in 2014 received the British Academy's Ivor Novello Award for Outstanding Contribution to British Music. He was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame twice, once in 1992 as a member of the Yardbirds, and then as a solo artist in 2009. And Jeff Beck died from what is been diagnosed as a bacterial meningitis on the 10th of January, aged 78. One of the legends of rock music since the 1970s, a man of incredible talent, a man who covered many fields of music and enjoyed playing whenever he could, and he appeared also at a lot of the Crossroads guitar festivals organised by Eric Clapton. That brought the time to 25 minutes after 8 o'clock here on Arrow FM, and you're listening to the 60s Nostalgia Show, which is kindly sponsored by Cotter and Stevens, the electrical contractors down in Jellicoe Street in Martinborough. We're also just going to pay a quick tribute to the Canadian singer-songwriter Ian Tyson, who died on the 29th of December, and he was a guy very popular in the 1960s as part of a folk duo, Ian and Sylvia, when the Sylvia was his partner and also his wife as well. He was born in Victoria, lovely town in British Columbia. It's actually on Vancouver Island, and after he graduated from art school, he got a job as a commercial artist, but performed in local clubs in Toronto, and in 1959 began to sing on occasion with Sylvia Fricker, and in 1959 they were performing as Ian and Sylvia. They became a full-time musical act in 1961, and he married Sylvia 3 years later. They divorced, I think, sometime in the 1970s, but shortly after that, Neil Young recorded the song I'm going to play, Four Strong Winds, and as the royalties from that song flooded in, Ian Tyson used them as a down payment on a ranch and cattle and horse ranch rather in Alberta, and that was where he passed away on the 29th of December, aged 89. So we'll have a couple of songs that feature Ian Tyson. Firstly, that big hit, Four Strong Winds, which has been covered by many people, and that came out with his partner Sylvia. And one of the other songs that he wrote that was very popular is a song called Someday Soon, which has been covered by so many different people, ranging from Judith Collins right through to Johnny Cash, and we'll have a version of that from 1965 from Julie Felix. But first up, Four Strong Winds by Ian and Sylvia.
Strong winds that blow lonely, seven seas that run high, all those things that this way. Think I'll go out to Alberta. Weather's good there in the fall. I got some friends that I can go to working for. Still I wish you'd change your mind if I asked you one more time. But we've been through that 100 times or more. Four strong winds that blow lonely, 7 seas that run high, all those things that don't change, come what may. But our good times are all gone, and I'm bound for moving on. I'll look for you if I'm ever back this way. If I get there before the snow flies, and if things are going good, you could meet me if I sent you down the fair. But by then it would be winter, there ain't too much for you to do, and those winds sure can blow cold way out there. 4 strong winds that blow lonely, 7 seas that run high, all those things that don't change, come what may. But our good times are all gone, and I'm bound for moving on. I'll look for you if I'm ever back this way.
There's a young man that I know, he just turned 21. He comes from out in southern Colorado. He just got out of service and he's looking for his fun. Someday soon, going with him someday soon. My parents, they don't like him because he works the rodeo. They say he's not your kind, he'll leave you crying. But if he asks, I'll follow him down the roughest road of all. Someday soon, going with him someday soon. When he visits me, my boy ain't got one good word to say. I have a hunch he was as wild back in the early days. Blow you old blue northern, blow him back to me. He's probably driving out from California. He loves that damned old rodeo as much as he loves me. Someday soon, going with him someday soon. When he visits me, my boy ain't got one good word to say. I have a hunch he was as wild back in the early days. Blow, you old blue northern, blow him back to me. He's probably driving out from California. He loves loves that damned old rodeo as much as he loves me. Someday soon, going with him someday soon. Someday soon, going with him someday soon.
We'll just whip through a couple more milestones. And on this day in 1962, Chubby Checker's song, The Twist, went to number one in the American charts. And at that stage, and I think he still holds the record as the only person who has had a song at the top of the American charts on two separate occasions. The first time that he did that was in September 1960 with this song.
Come on, baby, let's do the twist. Come on, baby, let's do the twist. Take me by my little hand and go like this. Yeah, twist, baby, twist. Ooh, yeah, just like this. Come on, little miss, and do the twist. My daddy is sleeping and mama ain't around. Yeah, daddy's just sleeping and mama ain't around. We're gonna twist it, till we tear the house down. Come on and twist, yeah, baby, twist. Ooh, yeah, just like this. Come on, little miss, and do the twist. You should see my little sis. You should see my little sis. She really knows how to rock. She knows how to twist. Come on and twist. Yeah, baby, twist. Ooh, yeah, just like this. Come on, little miss, and do the twist. Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, twist so nice. Twist.
On this day in 1968, Johnny Cash plays a show which was recorded for a live album, and he played that show at Folsom Prison, which is near Sacramento, in front of 2,000 inmates. So here's the opening track to that concert.
Hello, I'm Johnny Cash. I hear the train a-comin', it's rolling around a bend, and I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on. But that train keeps a-rollin' on down to San Antone. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. When I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry. I bet there's rich folks eating from a fancy dining car. They're probably drinking coffee and smoking big cigars. Well, I know I had it coming. I know I can't be free. But those people keep a moving, and that's what tortures me. Well, if they freed me from this prison, if that railroad train was mine, I bet I'd move it on a little farther down the line. Far from Folsom Prison, that's where I want to stay. And I'd let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away.
On this day in 2003, Diana Ross appeared in a US court charged with driving while twice over the drink driving limit. Tucson police reported that Miss Ross could not walk in a straight line, touch her nose, or count to 30 after she had been stopped for swerving across the road. So it sounds like Miss Ross was not in good shape. So here's a song from the Supremes when things may have been a bit better.
I can do about it. Whoa, me.
kiss and a lot of loving, you build a big mansion of love. High on a hill of happiness, with someone that you've been dreaming of. You build a wall all around with a lot of loving, all around your mansion of love. Then one day you hear a strange little sound, trying to tear your mansion down. Whoa, 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 chip, chip, you tell a little lie. Chip, chip, you make your baby cry. Chip, chip, you cheat a little bit. Chip, chip, you quarrel over it. Oh, one day you're gonna discover one little wrong leads to another. Chip, chip, a chipping away, chipping at your mansion of love. One little spark when it starts to glowing can warm a big mansion of love. One little wrong brings on the gloom, puts a chill in a heavy room. Whoa, 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 chip, chip, you tell a little lie. Chip, chip, you make your baby cry. Chip, chip, you cheat a little bit. Chip, chip, you quarrel over it. Oh, one day you're gonna discover one little wrong leads to another. Chip, chip, a chipping away, chipping at your mansion of love. Chip, chip, a chipping away, chipping at your mansion of love. Chip, chip, a chipping away, chipping at your mansion of love.
From the early 60s there, Gene McDaniels and Chip Chip, and he brought the time to 13 and a half minutes to 9 o'clock. Here on Arrow FM, and you're listening to the 60s Nostalgia Show, which is kindly sponsored by Cotter and Stevens, the electrical maestros down in Martinborough. Next up, we'll have the Hollies.
I try and I try, but I can't say goodbye. Feel so bad, baby, oh it hurts me when I think of how you love and desert me. I'm the broken hearted toy you play with, baby. You got me going, I need you, baby. I can't let go. I want you, baby. I gotta have you know I can't la la la. La 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 la. There are times in this life of mine I think that the sun will go down to shine, but as long as you're always there, it don't bother me. 'Cause why should I care when all I've gotta do is run to you? Even the bad times are good. Soon as I get to you, baby, you just gotta hold me, and even the bad times are good. Even the bad times are good. Soon as I get to you, baby, you just gotta kiss me, and even the bad times are good. La 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 la. La 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 la. When the day seems to drag along, and all that I do is work it out wrong, still I find that I never cry, as long as I know that you're standing by, and all I gotta do is run to you. Even the bad times are good. Soon as I get to you, baby, you just gotta hold me, and even the bad times are good. Even the bad times are good. Soon as I get to you, baby, you just gotta kiss me, and even the bad times are good. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la.
The Tremolos and even the bad times are good. And next up, you've got the Mindbenders and a groovy kind of love.
When I'm feeling blue, all I have to do is take a look at you. Then I'm not so blue. When you're close to me, I can feel your heartbeat. I can hear you breathing in my ear. Wouldn't you agree? Baby, you and me got a groovy kind of love. We got a groovy kind of love. Anytime you want to, you can turn me on to anything you want to, anytime at all. When I taste your lips, oh, I start to shiver, can't control the quivering inside. Wouldn't you agree? Baby, you and me got a groovy kind of love. We got a groovy kind of love. When I'm in your arms, nothing seems to matter. If the world would shatter, I don't care. Wouldn't you agree? Baby, you and me got a groovy kind of love. We got a groovy kind of love. We got a groovy kind of love.
The Mindbenders from 1966, and they brought the time to approaching 6 minutes to 9 o'clock. Time for one more, and we'll go out with the Hollies and a song all about Jennifer Eccles.
White chalk written on red brick, our love told in a heart. It's there, drawn in the playground.
hate or adore. I love Jennifer Echoes. I know that she loves me. I love Jennifer Echoes. I know that she loves me. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. I used to carry her satchels. She used to walk by my side. But when we got to her doorstep, her dad wouldn't let me inside. One Monday morning, found out I made the grade. Started me thinking, had she done the same? La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. One Monday morning, found out I made the grade. Started me thinking, had she done the same? I hope Jennifer Echoes is going to follow me there. Our love is bound to continue. Love, kiss, hate or adore. Singing, I love Jennifer Echoes. I know that she loves me. I love Jennifer Echoes. I know that she loves me. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la.
The Hollies there with Jennifer Eccles, bringing to a close another edition of the 60s Nostalgia Show, which has been kindly sponsored by Connor and Stevens, the electrical contractors down in Jellicoe Street in Martinborough. And the program was first broadcast all over the wonderful Wairarapa on Arrow FM 92.7. All right, time for me to disappear off home, but before I do that, I'll put on some commercial-free Kiwi music, and that'll take you right through until the next scheduled program, which I think is in 30 minutes, 9:30, the program called A Pick and Mix. Quick look at the weather forecast, and for once we've got good news. Going to be a little bit chillier tonight. It's going to get down to 9 degrees, but tomorrow is going to be a top of 20 degrees, partly cloudy with easterlies, and on Sunday minimum of 9, top 23, and it's going to be partly cloudy with easterlies, and on Monday top of 26, fine with easterlies. Which is all good news, because I think everyone's been sick of the wet summer we've had so far. Although if you're a farmer, you'd be jumping up and down and quite enjoying it. But we certainly have had a lot of rain, and noticing in the paper this morning, Masterton's had about 120 odd mils of rain, which is double the normal January average of about 60, so we're well ahead at the moment, and it's only the 13th. 4th of the month. I need a few days of good weather. In fact, I need a few weeks. Got my firewood delivered yesterday, and as it turned out, it was delivered at the time. No, it was on Wednesday, I think. It was delivered at the time the rain was the heaviest, and it's certainly pretty wet. And tomorrow morning, first job will be remove the tarpaulin and let the wind and the sun act on that for hopefully a few days, and if not, we'll stick it under the tarp, and between now and winter we're bound to get a run of a hot weather. All right, that's my lot for this week. I'll head off home. Not quite sure what is on the sporting calendar for the weekend. Apart from over in Pakistan, there's the third and deciding a one-day international, which is fine, except the hours aren't quite as friendly as they were for the ODI, the T20s and the tests, so may actually miss that. I assume, weather permitting, there'll be another round of the Super Smash women's and men's cricket in New Zealand, and also up in Stanley Street will be the finals of the men's classic tennis, which has had what would have to be described as a stormy time over the tournament this year, with rain delays and all sorts of things going on. You're tuned to Arrow FM, your local community access radio station that broadcasts all over the wonderful Wairarapa on Arrow FM 92.7 and elsewhere via our website arrowfm.co.nz, and you can also catch programs on Wairarapa TV, which is the Freeview channel number 41. The time now is just over 2 minutes past 9 o'clock, and it's time for some commercial-free Kiwi music.